Test, 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 test. In the words of our friend Chris Kelty and back channel, oh, it's no longer there. Oh, it is. Oh, shit. The internet is here. Thank you all for coming. I am Tim, and this is Christina. We are the co-organizers of ROFLCon. And first... And before we begin, it would actually be really great to get a round of applause for all the volunteers. So could we do that? Thanks. Anyways, today's panel, of course, is mainstreaming the web. Most of the people on this panel absolutely need no introduction, but the way we would get started, Christine wants to introduce it all. So.
Yep. So we're going to start by having each of the panelists introduce themselves and then answer this very simple question. What is your favorite meme that has gone mainstream recently, and why do you think that's when it went mainstream?
Kenyatta.
The hotel did not believe that.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
What does mainstream mean?
You answer it.
All right.
All you.
Hi, my name is Kenyatta Cheese. I'm from a site and community called Know Your Meme. And one of my favorite meme that's gone mainstream, Downfall, because it went mainstream for all the reasons that Constantine Films couldn't control.
Such as you cribbing their shit.
Huh? They by taking by doing the Content ID takedowns on YouTube, they got a bunch of press and attracted the attention of folks like the EFF, who then went and talked to a lot of the content creators who had created Downfall meme videos and was able to get their stuff back up immediately. So it's kind of fantastic. On YouTube in general.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Jamie?
I'm Jamie Wilkinson. I'm also an internet scientist with Know Your Meme. Favorite mainstream meme is a really tough question. I'm going to just go with my default, all your base are belong to us, because at one point that was mainstream.
My name is Ben. I'm the founder and CEO of the Cheeseburger Network. We run the websites. Thank you. We run the websites, I Can As Cheeseburger, Fail Blog, Very Motivational, Fail Book, about 47 websites total. My favorite, most recent one is the chat roulette keyboard guy, because we all thought that it was Ben Folds. And then Ben Folds went on stage during a concert and showed chat roulette and actually played songs according to who actually showed up. And in the middle of it, he got a penis. And they actually reacted kind of well to it, I thought. So,
Thanks, Ben. Greg?
Hi, I'm Greg Rutter. I'm the creator behind YouShouldHaveSeenThis.com. I got one. All right. I don't know what I'm doing up here. Hi. My favorite meme that's gone mainstream-ish is the 4-panel CSI Miami. This, yeah! Yeah, exactly. I just love it. I just love the dumb puns and the double sunglasses and the yeah. It just sums it up so perfectly. That's my favorite. I can't exactly say why it's gone mainstreamish lately. It just sort of showed up and made everyone's lives better.
I am Moot. I'm the founder and administrator of 4chan.org. And I would have to say I liked Epic Beard Man a lot because it was just seeing them, everybody become interested in it and track it down, and he had an awesome T-shirt, the "I am a motherfucker" shirt. So yeah, I'm a fan of that. Cool, great. So we're going to hop right into it now that everyone's introduced each other by addressing a really obvious elephant in the room, right, which is that a lot of people have a problem with the mainstreaming of internet culture. And the question we want to ask is, do you feel the problem is more like a big party or an indie rock band? In that, is the problem because more people are into it or the wrong kinds of people are into it?
Is it a problem?
Yeah, and is it a problem at all? I think we're going to pretty much let the panelists drive a lot of this panel, so feel free to jump in or comment on what each other's saying. So anyone want to take a first crack at that?
Wow.
Should we huddle?
I think Ben should
awkward
start
silence.
because this is more the commercialization of memes.
Yeah, so, the close analogy that I can see in reaction to the friction of mainstreaming internet memes is that, I liked this band before you did, therefore you fucking suck, right? That's kind of the attitude, right? And because you like it, and then now that my mother likes it, I can't possibly also like this band, even though their music's still the same, And that's kind of the attitude we see. What we're witnessing here, like looking around you guys, like there's 1,000 people at this conference discussing what internet meme and internet culture is. As the internet has broader influence in our lives, it is inevitable that internet culture will spread to larger and more diverse group of people, whether you like it or not. So the question is, what parts of internet meme culture do we want to keep and hold as true versus what else can we do to get more people inclusive so that we can basically break away from popular culture and the kind of the top-down control that we see today?
Hey, Jamie, do you want to jump in on that? Do you think that's a correct characterization of the mainstreaming situation?
Yes.
No.
Fight!
Third fight.
I know, we're just waiting for it.
Yes.
I think that's about right. It's something where internet culture. It's funny because we're characterizing it as the mainstreamification of internet culture, but I like to think of it as more of that internet culture is now winning. We have arrived. The internet is here.
Yeah, the same. The same thing happened when in the '90s. Remember? I don't know how many remember this, but everyone said that like once Bill Gates became important, Steve Jobs became important, it was that, whoa, wow, the geeks have won, right? They won the technology space. I feel like the same thing's happening in culture. I mean, it's not as if these things are making it to the mainstream and then they're always being bastardized. For the most part, they're remaining intact once they become commercial. And so, if anything, it's like this is us. I mean, this is our time.
Agree? Don't agree? It's inevitable. I think it's exciting to see that, 2 years ago when we were here, stuff we were talking about was just kind of, still percolating and entering the mainstream. And I guess that was post-Rickroll, but seeing things transcend computers and internet and make it into the mainstream and just really IRL is exciting to see. It's also kind of terrifying and a little bit disappointing being that guy who's like, we remember it as when it was cool, when it was on the internet, then it's offline, and our parents know, and then we're like, F that. But I think it's interesting, group we have up here, because essentially 4chan, I run the site that produces memes. You all study it. Greg kind of collates it. And Ben, essentially you profit from it. So.
That's why his name badge says moot motherfucking mootkins.
Well, Ben, do you want to respond to that?
It's absolutely true, right?
Are you willing to discuss your figures, your numbers? How much?
Well, I can't. I literally contractually cannot discuss my figures. But the fact of the matter is, I've said this on the record many times. We've been profitable since we started. Since we bought Akin's Cheeseburger from the two people who created it, we've been profitable. And our mission is to be a business that brings, internet culture to as many people as possible to make them happy, right? And the existence of companies like us, and the fact that we can have 40 employees make a full-time living off of doing this, means that this is something that's viable that we can also do as we grow older. So, somebody get that man a tea.
So it seems like you two both agree that, commercialization is inevitable. I think it makes sense to turn the discussion a little bit to, is anything lost, right? Do you think that there's an element to which the commercialization, the profit building, basically off of it,
I'd love to.
affects it? Oh, Jamie, you want to jump in? Go ahead, sorry.
This is only tangentially related, but the fashion industry is really interesting because